Hello, good morning to you. This is Cliff from II Crew England Speaks Out, coming right at you from the very bright, sunny West Midlands. I hope all of you had a lovely weekend, a restful weekend, and Monday morning. So, positive heads on. Today's broadcast is the death of barbells. I have never been able to get my head around why so many fitness trainees rate barbells. Barbells just came into vogue within the last 100 years. I just want you to think about what was before barbells. Let me ask you that question again. What was before barbells? Now, for anyone that's listening, I presume all you people that are listening are fitness enthusiasts and fitness training orientated, but for those of you that aren't, that say, well, what's a barbell? It's a long iron pole where you put weight plates on the end of it and you pick it up, basically. So going back to my question, what was before the invention of the barbell? It was just picking up weight, wasn't it? Do you think that the ancients of old picked up barbells? I'm asking you a question. Do you think the ancients of old picked up barbells? Take it right the way back in history, as far as we can remember that we've got recorded history. The building of the pyramids. Somebody built them. It wasn't robots, it was humans. And what was they built out of? Stone, brick, mortar. And how did they get the bricks and stones and everything into place? By manpower. Yes, they probably had, well, in fact I know for a fact that they did have special contraptions built to slide the heavy stones along the ground. They probably had tracks, some sort of greased track. They probably had pulleys where they were just, it was manpower. Brute force manpower. What about the farm workers years ago that were out in the field lifting heavy things and pulling heavy things and pushing heavy things? It was not barbells. Even today, we have heavy lifting, awkward objects. The lifting of kegs, of barrels. You see it in a strongman competition. The lifting of stones. Heavy stones. The Atlas stone. The carrying of the Atlas stone. Barbells just came into vogue, and they are going out of vogue. Barbells claim to be safe, but a barbell is anything but safe. Specifically if you work out and train on your own at home. If you're in a gym, commercial gym, or you're at home and you've got mates all around you that you trust and you're pushing heavy weights, fine. Continue. If you work out on your own without any of that, you are seriously jeopardizing your health. In 2006, I think it was either the Daily Mirror or Daily Mail recorded an instance of a British strongman who owned a commercial gym, was working out, an experienced lifter of barbells, was working out on his own within his gym, and there was an accident and he died underneath the barbell. Nobody knows what had happened, but more than likely his arms collapsed and the barbell fell across his neck and suffocated him. That is from an experienced strongman gym owner. If you still don't believe me, put into the search bar engine, barbell accidents. That's all you need to put in, barbell accidents. Sit for about 15 minutes with a coffee when you've got 15 minutes break and watch, and you will see for yourself. Pictures do not lie. Pictures do not lie, and you will see the video clips of some quite potentially horrendous accidents. One I watched, and I could send you the link, but it's there if I want you to do your homework, and I want you to look into this so that you know, because you might think that I'm Billy balling it to you, but I'm not. There's one clip. There's a black guy that's obviously spotting a white guy that's doing a bench press. He presses the weight up into full extension, so his arms fully extended, and the arms collapse, and the spotter literally, it does fall down across his chest, his upper chest. But I do think that the spotter, the black guy, if he hadn't have been there, the weight was heavy enough, it could have been a very, very, very serious accident. And if that was a put-up, then he was a very good stuntman. That's all I can tell you. The accidents happen. There's another video clip that I'd like you to look at. An Olympic, I believe he's a heavyweight lifter, and I believe he was German. I might have got it wrong, but if you put in the search engine barbell accidents, you'll see where it is. He's an Olympic weightlifter at the Olympic Games, I think it was, and he was doing the snatch. Was it the snatch? I don't know much about Olympic weightlifting. I believe it was the snatch. bar over above his head, arms collapse, bar smashes down across the back of his neck. Google it. Look into it and Google it, and you will see for yourself. This is why barbells for the lone home trainee, put my teeth back in, sorry, are a complete and utter no-no. People have said to me, but, train in a power cage. Now, for people that don't know what a power cage is, it's a cage which encases the exerciser, and in the case of doing, say, like a bench press, you lie in this cage contraption thing with the bench inside it, and you'd be able to push the weight up, and then if the weight came down, there'd be two crossbars that would prevent the barbell from smashing down across your upper chest. Now, people might be interested to know that hopefully in 2015 we are releasing our own power cage, our own version of the power cage, and we do rate power cages, but, and there's a big but with power cages, and we've tried, to get it as scaled down as we can, and that's what we're working on at the moment, to be honest with you. Scaling it right down. But if you go and purchase a power cage that is non-welded, W-E-L-D-E-D, welded, that's a process of joining two bits of metal together securely, okay, via a weld. If it is not welded in parts and it's all flat packed and bolted together, you better be absolutely certain and sure that you maintain your power cage. And by that I mean going round regularly before use, checking all nuts and bolts are secure and tight. If you do not do that, you are training out in your garage on your own with a heavy weight over 100 kilograms, you are playing Russian roulette with your life. My wife, 5'2", could not get 100 kilograms off myself if I had an accident. She would be indoors watching TV of an evening whilst I lie there suffocating to death. So if you're going to invest in a power cage, make sure that you get the part welded version. If you've got enough room, go for the welded, completely welded. But that's another story. If you've got the room, you've got the money, get yourself a power cage. People have then said to me, but I'll just go and purchase a cable and pulley, multi-gym. Again, II Crew England can tell you that we abandoned a project which was a cable and pulley arrangement. Again, if you don't believe me, please challenge me. Google it. multi-gym pulley and cable accidents, or cable, put in cable and pulley multi-gym accidents, and you will see there is a situation where a guy is doing a lat pull down. That's where you sit, the exerciser sits on a seat and pulls a bar down that's attached to a cable and pulley system. A weight is attached to a cable and pulley system, and they pull it down towards their chest. Again, the maintenance on cable and pulley, especially the ones that you bolt all together, you know, that come in a flat pack. I won't mention where you can get them from. The maintenance level on them is absolutely horrendous. You will see where specifically on this lat pull down, the thing collapses. Imagine an elastic band. You pull the elastic band and that elastic band snaps. What's going to happen? The kinetic energy, Google and see for yourself. So you might be thinking, well, I've spent 15 minutes going on at you about why I feel barbells and the like just don't cut it within the fitness industry. We here at II Crew England have got the answer. Enter the Alec Home Portable Multi-Gym. Bit of a mouthful, but Alec is an acronym which stands for Arms, Legs, Emphasis, Core Home Portable Multi-Gym, and it is what it says. You can fit Alec into a medium-sized car. A day like this, you can take Alec out and train outside with it in the fresh air. There are no constraints to Alec. There are no pulleys. There are no nuts and bolts. Alec is something that you wear. Part of it is something what you wear, and you attach weights to it. Now wait a minute, people. You might be, ho ho ho. Don't like the sound of that. Why reinvent the wheel with things like barbells and things like that are going out of vogue? Their time is limited, barbells. Why don't we adopt the principles of the ancients and how they trained? Think of a Roman gladiator and how fit and strong they was and how rigorous their training was and how they would have had to be kept injury free. Why would they have had to be kept injury free? Because they was not fighting like boxers do in the ring. They were fighting to the death, where one of them was killed and the other was the victor. Can you imagine if they had done their backing during training to then go and fight? That would be a liability. They used to train with heavy armour on, so that when they took the heavy armour off, they were light and quick and agile and powerful and strong. People, you might have remembered Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali, in his prime, it was reputed that Muhammad Ali would wear ankle weights and wrist weights and just wear them walking around every day with them and training with them. And when he took them off, he had blisteringly fast, blindingly fast, powerful hands in his prime. Now, I'm not saying that you should be going doing that. But what I'm saying is the ALEC shell is something that you put on and you attach weights to. By using our ALEC press-up stands, when you go to do upper body exercises, such as press-ups, which do exactly the same as a bench press, you are completely safe. Why? Why? Because the weight is inverted underneath you, underneath. So at all points during your training, you are kept safe. Now, we went and got it British standard safety tested up to 220, excuse me, 220 kilograms. There are not going to be many trainees that will be able to do 3 sets of 10 repetitions, press-ups, inverted press-ups with the ALEC shell on with 220 kilos on. We exhale and leave barbells standing. Forget the barbells. Sell them. Take them down the rubbish tip. But forget them. They're finished. They're over. They're gone. Their time is finished. If you want safe training, effective training, then you've got to invest in an ALEC home portable multi-gym. You've got to. Not only does it do upper body exercises, you can do lower body exercises. Just the same as if you was doing a front squat with a barbell on, you've got the weight out there in front of you. Because the weight's out in front of you, in fact, it counterbalances you when you're squatting so that you have more balance. Paradoxically, it does. You can do all the exercises that you need to do with the ALEC gym, keeping you safe. You will have a fantastic workout. There will be chance, as well as what we're offering, is to train along with us. Now, what does that mean? Train along with us means you can go online at designated times with our associates and you can train with them for as little as £1 per session. £1. Let me repeat that. £1 for a 60-minute session. We offer all of this to you. Because we understand what you want. Not that we think we understand, we know what you want. So, the call to action part. I want you to go and have a look at our website, which is www.iicrewengland.com. Have a look at the products that we have been talking about, the ALEC gym. Watch the videos. See it in action. Okay? And I hope very soon that we can all train together. Thank you for listening to this extended broadcast. This is Cliff from II Crew England Speaks Out. Thank you for listening and take care.